Welcome everyone to One Inspiring Word. This is officially the 15th episode, which is honestly a bigger deal now that I think about it because I upload not even monthly. I'm the creator of One Inspiring Word, and this podcast is about stories, speeches, and interpretation pieces. Each episode, I start off with a story and end with a speech or interpretation, which is like a play mashed with a story. So can I just bring up how odd and cool and crazy it is being a podcaster? Sure, there are millions of podcasts out there and I'm just one. Not even a good one, I don't think. But there's more to it than just uploading one single video. But I literally just realized about a week ago, my podcast was only available on 2 websites/apps. What is Spotify? Is Spotify a browser? No, it's an app too, right? Yeah, Spotify and Anchor. And I'm still trying to figure out what it means when a podcast is available on Anchor. Are there where can you get their podcasts? Is there an app for that? What if I'm helping out a podcast black market right now and I don't even realize it? I don't know. But I just wanted to bring that up because I have mad respect for content creators, all kinds. It's story time with your favorite podcaster. So as a phone haver, I'd like to tell you how I got my phone. It's not really that exciting. I mean, it might be for you, but it really wasn't for me. I think I can really say the only reason I got my phone was because I kept on getting lost. Once I got lost at a high school. I used to go to this elementary school. Let's call it Towel, okay? Towel Elementary. So we have this system. I think most of the schools out there have this system. But I don't know if you guys use this term. It's where you call it feeding. After you graduate elementary school, you go to this middle school. Let's call it Big Towel Junior High. So Towel Elementary feeds into Big Towel Junior High. And Big Towel Junior High, all those schools that feed into Big Towel Junior High, they feed into Giant Towel High School. So I'm at my Giant Towel High School. Technically, I would be going there if I keep on staying in my school district, but that's not what I'm doing. I told my parents, and I don't know if this was on me or my parents, but we're not gonna do any blame here today. I told my parents that we were having this talent show thing, and I really wanted to go. And it was in a parking lot. I remember asking my friends, hey, I want to go to the talent show. I missed it. This is the second week, and my parents never got the email, I guess. Or they're just really bad with email, but that's not important. We just missed the email, and I remember, I went to school, and everyone was talking about it. So I'm like, okay, where is it? And I texted my friends this. Oh, in the school's parking lot. And usually we hold talent show at Giant Towel High School. So I'm in Towel Elementary right now thinking, okay, on Sunday, I'm gonna go to Giant Towel High School right after my class, and I'm just gonna have fun at the talent show. And so I'm like, okay. And then I tell my parents, I ask them and all, and they say yes. And on Sunday, right after my class, we drive over there. And my dad drops me off at Big Giant Towel High School. I was like, okay, so I was 15 minutes late. For some reason, after my dad drops me off, it's a big high school. So for some reason, so they have a lot of doors. They have 6 main doors. I don't know why, but for some reason, one of the main doors was unlocked. I don't know why. It was very questionable now that I think about it. Why didn't did you just lock 5 of them and just... It's not like some elementary school kid's gonna like try to unlock these doors and get in for their non-existent talent show. No. Yeah, but I got inside because one of their doors was unlocked. I don't know what happened there. So I go inside, and there's another set of doors, because after you go into the main doors, there's another set of doors. If you keep on walking straight and you open another set of doors, it goes straight into the huge theater. So I try to open those doors, and it doesn't open. And so now I'm like, okay, it wasn't in the parking lot, so it's not in the theater either. Where is it? And so this high school is a big place. So I'm like, okay, maybe if I look around, maybe, just maybe I'll find, someone. It never happened. But I ended up walking around anyway. So instead of going straight into the theater, because the doors are locked, of course, I turn left and I turn left and there's another set of doors. I go into it. It's unlocked for some reason. And it locks behind me. And now I'm freaking out because how am I going to get back out? Okay, so I'm like freaking out. I'm starting to freak out. And I'm like, okay, maybe this isn't the right place. Or maybe they're just somewhere else in the high school that I don't know about. So I'm like, okay, so I have to get out of this place first because, priorities. And so I start going down the hallway. It kind of twists. And I'm like, okay, maybe this isn't a good idea. Because on Monday, when all these students start coming in, I'm going to be here in their high school. And I'm going to get in trouble by the police. And so as I turn around and I go back to like the set of doors that are locked. And I try again. They're still locked. But then there's another set of doors that leads outside. And I'm like, okay, it looks like there's an alarm attached to it. It actually does though. It has like some wires leading into like this red box thingy. And I'm like, if I press this, will security get alarmed? I never found that out because there wasn't like an alarm or anything. But then I was like, there's a security camera right there. They already noticed a weird 12-year-old girl walking around their high school. So I walk out and there's no alarm, but I'm still stuck there. So I walk around the whole, not the whole high school, because they're having construction and it's a big place and I'm not sure what I should do. So I kind of explore, maybe they're thinking, maybe they're still having talent show here. They weren't. But I still do it. And y'all, I just want to say, if you see a kid that's like me, has a sword like me, I was about to say help them, but maybe not, actually. Because that kid might think you're kidnapping them. But you can still try to offer to call, their parents or something. Because that really would have helped in that situation. Because this high school is close to the main road. Yeah, it's on the left. I'm, walking around, and then I see this car. It's this, I just remember it was a dark car. It looked kind of busted, and it was driving around the parking lot. And I was getting really freaked out, because it was, driving circles, kind of slowly, and I was like, what if the person inside is drunk or something? What if they're a kidnapper? What if they see me? So I go back to, the main doors, and I'm there are these huge pillars there, and I hide behind a pillar, and I'm after 30 seconds, I kind of sneak a peek and make sure they're not right behind me. But the whole time the car is just in the parking lot doing these slow circles around, goes around all these poles, and I was like, okay, this isn't good, but I don't have a phone or anything, so I can't call and my parents or anything. And I wasn't gonna tell this car, hey, will you help me? Because I really wasn't feeling in the mood for getting kidnapped. And right? This car did this really weird thing where it's it would go to an exit and then it would loop back around again. So right when I think, oh, this car's about to leave, It doesn't. It just goes to the exit, and somehow it comes back again and circles around the parking lot again. And I'm like, okay, this isn't normal. But yeah, that's how I spent the rest of 40 minutes? I'm pretty sure I spent 50 minutes here. But yeah, I cried when I got home, and I got a phone soon after that. Do I recommend that for getting a phone? No. Don't get a phone because you purposely got lost. There are multiple stories about this getting lost thing. That wasn't the first time. That's actually what I'm recording with right now. So this week will be an interpretation piece called ABC, American Born Chinese, comprised of multiple poems, which I can link down below, but I chose it because it screams me. And in case you didn't know, an interpretation piece is kind of like a play, but it's usually only one person. A is for adjectives, words that describe nouns, words that are used to divide and separate. B is for Bruce Lee, a character most people associate with me, asking, do you do karate? Because he used karate to chop down stereotypes. But what you may not know is that he also built them up like the Great Wall of China. C is for chopsticks, a utensil that keeps my culture together. But in order to pick something up, you need to separate the two. You're being oversensitive. It's really just a joke. It wasn't meant to offend. You're easily provoked. We're all born on this one planet, so why are we discriminating on how we live? According to leading Asian Americans to Unite for Change launch, a newly released survey found that nearly 80% of Asian Americans say they do not feel respected and are discriminated against in the U.S. 42% of respondents could not name a prominent Asian American, demonstrating that Asian Americans are significantly underrepresented in senior positions in business, media, and politics. I remember when I first learned my ABCs. A is for apple. B is for bird. C is for cat. But further experience has taught me that ABC means American Born Chinese. Start children off on the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it. Proverbs 22:6. So he said to me, "What kind of Asian are you?" And I said back, "Well, that's a loaded question. What do you expect me to be? Because anyway you slice that egg roll, I'm still pretty much what you want to see." Well, let me tell you everything you want to know about my culture. Let me tell you in a Mulan-esque soliloquy, staring at the mirror asking, "Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me?" Time out. My ethnicity is not my identity. My parents lived to assimilate and fit in, cut off their languages from me. For me? Married outside of the homogeneous norm. To them, my race is the reason I made the school play, was accepted to the university. In their own use of the diversity token, they leave me minimized to what I cannot change, unremarkable, unseen. I was a child. I wished I was white. I was silent. I allowed people around me to mispronounce my name. Today, I'm frozen, terrified. I cannot hide this skin, this hair, these eyes. I see the punch of a community at war. Today, I'm a witness. I rush past the jeering white boys that say I brought Corona to America, casting all your anxieties on him because he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. Today, I think about my best friend's Korean mom. If it was her kicked to the ground in New York, or punched in California, or shot in Georgia. Today, I remember the idea of America as a melting pot. The past 12 years, looking over my shoulder. It is time when we speak up. We sit high. We stand up strong. Why do we have to live in fear every day? Every time you lump an Asian person into one culture, it systematically makes us assimilate into an America we thought was better than our war-torn home. And every time you confuse me with some other nationality that I might share similar features to, is stripping away my individuality. And I still feel the shame of being Asian. It's no secret that I'm Asian, since I wear it proudly on my skin. I show it with pride. It's the only certainty in which I can confide in. And although you may ring around me in mobs with pockets full of hate, ashes, ashes, I will rise from the ashes, because you can't pity me, persecute me, or destroy me. Like a tiger, I'm fierce. A dragon, I am strong. The Pacific, I'm deep. The forest, I am calm. My long ancestry of kings and queens stretches as far as the Silk Road itself. My senses are tuned to a different key. My heart to a different drum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Beauty immersed with the sweetest haikus and the petals of a cherry blossom. And now look at us now. Our culture exquisite. Our potential without limit. Our pride rooted in our spirit. So don't tell me to open my eyes. My mind is already open. Open to the world that lies before me. To all peoples, all brothers and sisters, hand in hand, strength in numbers. So why do I need anyone who will lie before me? Trying to condescend on my appearance, trying to defend their ignorance, as if proving my insignificance in a society of white dominance will make any difference. And I already know of the children in sweatshops, of all our skills in the violin, of the hard labor for the rice crops. All of that I already know. I already know, but it all seems this identity, my skin, is all I got. So if it wasn't clear, let me explain to you with only these 5 words. This is my Asian pride. F is for face. When facing the reality that some people glance, and instead of taking in my personality, they walk away, seeming to already know who I am. Q is for questions like, where are you from? Or, where are you born? As if I had a sticker on my back that said, made in China. I is for ignorance, but it's okay, because my goal is to turn that ignorance into integrity. We are proud to be Asian. Staying quiet is not an option. People who were lost to violence, we will say their names. Stop hate, start peace. So one day I can rejoice in all God has created me and my tan skin to be. Because in Jesus, I'm understood from my head to my foot. He made me, Asian American, and free. Thank you. My goal today was to have inspired or motivated you by at least one word. Maybe that word was entertain. Maybe it was spark. Maybe it was history. One word. For business inquiries or demands, my email is in the link down below.